everybody. Welcome to the Media Cast and this episode of the Movie Cast. I'm one of your hosts, Logan. You can also know me as Logie Bear. And
I'm Connor, or the Shin Eater. We have a special guest today, Nathan Gator Gold.
Thank you for allowing me on this podcast.
Hey,
Thank you
for joining us. Gator and I lived together for 2 years in college. A good 2 years. It's pretty fun.
They were good times.
Yep. And now Gator is living with Logan and I for a short period of time. So, as a condition of him living with us, he had to be on one episode of our podcast. So here he is, and we're gonna be talking about his best and worst movies, according to his brain.
him. So let's just roll right on into it. What are you starting us off with?
Okay, I'm starting you off with a great one. Only the Brave.
Only the Brave.
Only the Brave.
This is one that Logan and I both saw coming.
This is the one.
The forest wild or the wild. What is it? Forest fire. The forest firefighters in from Arizona. Top of the line movie. You got Jeff Bridges, the older version of Jeff Bridges. What is his name? Daniel Golden or something? What's it? I don't know. He's like Jeff Bridges if he was older. And then you got Miles Teller as well. Some great actors. Great story, and based on a true story, heartwarmer. You know, it's hard to watch too because
scary.
Should I give you a spoiler? Should I spoil it for everyone?
It's been out long
You
enough.
can spoil it. It's been out a couple of years.
Well, they all die in the end from the forest fire, so it's tragic how it ends. But
how many tears did you shed?
I shed a couple, just two though.
Okay,
one each eye.
That's good.
Josh Brolin.
And Jeff Bridges in it.
Jeff Bridges.
Okay, the younger Jeff Bridges, Josh Brolin. Those two would be the same person. There's no difference between them.
Facts.
Jeff Bridges as Thanos would have been next level.
Okay. How many times do you think you watched this movie? Because I remember you talking about it a lot.
I've probably watched it 4 or 5 times.
That's pretty good. I respect that.
I have to say this about Gator here. He doesn't just watch a movie once. It's generally he watches the same movie like 3 times.
As long as it's a good movie.
Sure, as long as it's a good movie. But
I've watched a lot of bad movies a lot of times. More than one.
Yes. Okay, well.
What's another one?
You want to give us a bad one this time?
Okay. I suppose you could. This isn't a great movie, but I enjoy watching it. You know, the other guys, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg. That's a classic comedy right there. And Daniel Keaton, is that his name? Daniel Keaton.
Which one?
He's in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He's the villain.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yeah, he's in it as well. That one's hilarious. You know, the fact that all these women are always hitting on Will Ferrell. It's a good one.
Does this movie have any special significance to you, given your nickname?
It does. That's where I got my nickname from.
That's
from
good.
Will Ferrell in that movie. He's a pimp.
And you also being a pimp in real life achieved the same nickname.
Exactly.
Gator only respects women.
I do.
Yeah. So
I only respect women. That's very true.
That's good.
Okay. It's a good bad movie. I get it.
It is. It's a fun watch.
If you haven't watched it, like seriously, go and watch it.
It's a good, silly, fun movie.
That's true. Okay.
What's a movie that you hate?
Yeah, like
what's a really bad movie to you?
A really bad movie?
Like what's your Trolls World Tour, right? Because Connor despises that movie.
Any movie made after Fast and Furious, which is the last one with him?
With Paul Walker.
7?
7. Okay, Fast and Furious 8. In any spin-off they've done, they should be thrown right into the garbage. That's where they belong.
That was just fighting words.
Yeah.
Some hot takes.
Those movies are terrible. And I don't know how they keep getting put into theaters because Hobbs and Shaw literally made me want to gouge my eyes out. It just dragged on, and we didn't even have to pay to see it either. We got free food to go to that theater.
When they opened a new theater in the city here, the group of us went together to go watch an unknown movie for a special screening that we got to see for free. And we showed up, and they were like, "Oh, it's Hobbs and Shaw." And Logan and I, having seen it previously, were like, "Awesome, let's go!"
I was excited.
And we went and we saw it, and Gator was with us in the movie, and she says, "That was awful. I hated it."
He literally was like, "That was the worst movie I've ever seen."
It was. It just dragged on and on. There was terrible pacing to it. The same thing happened twice. There was a big fight, then there was another big fight, and you thought, oh, the movie's going to be over after this first fight. But no, it kept going. And it just, it felt like the movie wanted to end, but it just couldn't, That's what it felt like. It was punishment.
I feel like these first three picks have been really, they explain a lot about, Gator's taste in movies.
Absolutely. I have to ask you, how do you not just like three alpha males just like fighting? How does that just not like, how is all the car stuff and then like fighting just like, and all the one-liners between Jason Statham and The Rock just not like make you enjoy the movie?
It's just, I don't know. I don't mind those actors, but when you put them together and then it just...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fair.
Not a fan.
Fair enough.
Maybe it's because it's a Fast and Furious spin-off. Maybe if it wasn't a Fast and Furious spin-off, I wouldn't mind, but since they just kept dragging that series through the mud, it's gone on and on. It's gone too far.
So I guess just a quick question before we continue. Are you going to watch Fast and Furious 9?
No. I'll probably eventually see it when they show it on the movie channel or whatever.
Yeah.
Movie Time or FX or something. Showtime.
Yeah.
That's the only way. I'm not going to pay money to see that movie.
Hey, fair enough, man.
I get it. They're not for everybody. Okay, that was a movie you hated. What's a movie like that's like upper echelon for Nathan Gator Gold?
I really enjoy watching Mad Max Fury Road.
That is a good movie. I respect that choice.
I've watched that about 6 or 7 times.
Now, just to clarify, you're talking the classic one or the
Fury Road?
Fury
Road. The one with Tom Hardy and
okay.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good movie right there. Limited. There isn't too much dialogue, but you really understand the story. The car scene, the explosions.
Yeah.
The guns,
and
the oil, the gas. It's amazing.
I personally enjoy this movie too because it's so simple.
It is simple,
but so good.
Yeah.
The choreography in that movie is awesome. Like the stunts and stuff. Well done. Very mobile. I mean, that's the whole point. But
yeah, great camera angle in it.
The point of the movie is these characters go from point A to point B back to point A. That's the movie.
Exactly.
And it's pretty exciting. The whole way through.
Takes you on a trip across the African desert, and I think in Namibia they shot it, or some African country they shot it in, apparently.
Nice.
So,
nice. That's impressive.
You've done your research.
I remember seeing... I think it was Charlize Theron who didn't like... I think a bunch of them didn't like what they were doing because they couldn't really see the whole picture, but the director knew what the picture was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So he kept it going.
Fair.
Good old George Miller.
Yeah. Okay, well...
What's another pick?
You pick one, good or bad.
Okay, another good one. I've watched this movie a fair amount too, Moneyball.
Yeah, I saw this one coming.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill, Brad Pitt. Great movie. I always enjoy watching it. Based on a true story. It's a good one. It's a very convincing... there isn't much, action to it, but it's a great... a great dialogue. The dialogue that was written for it, fantastic, and the way it progresses, it is great.
It's a very story-driven movie.
Yes, there we go.
And having only watched it recently, it's fantastic. I couldn't agree more with this pick.
And truthfully, if you're someone who's just not interested in sports at all, and there's movies like The Mighty Ducks or Remember the Titans, which are sports movies, and you've seen them or people have told you to see them, but you have no interest in them because you don't care about sports, you can still watch Moneyball.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely about sports, But the sports element of it, like people playing sports, that's not what the movie's about.
No.
It's all about behind the scenes. And while that could be confusing, the movie makes sense of it really easily. And you can follow with everything that's happening super well. And it's really impressive, actually.
It is.
Well, and if you like math and statistics, like if that's what you want to watch a movie about, it's a great one for it.
Yeah.
It changed baseball.
It did.
It did. Like,
literally.
I mean, how can you go wrong with Brad Pitt? Like, come on.
He's a good actor.
He is a great actor. Well, what's next?
What's another bad movie?
Yeah, give us a bad one. We like
You know, a bad movie that I do kind of enjoy watching just because it's kind of funny how bad it is. You know, Spider-Man 3. The original Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man 3. You know, you got Venom. You got
Sandman.
and you got Green Goblin. Or Harry.
The new Goblin.
Goblin.
And James Franco. You know, that one's pretty funny. You know, there's just... I don't know. There's just... I don't even know how to describe that movie. There's just so much going on. And so little substance to it, you know?
But you enjoy it.
But I do enjoy watching it, actually. But it's a bad movie, but I enjoy watching it.
It's a bad movie, but I'm in the same boat. I'll sit and watch that movie. Like, absolutely.
It's also one of those movies that is very cheap to show on TV, so, you know, you're going to see it at least once a month on a TV channel. You can just watch it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's not terrible. They just tried to, like you said, you nailed it perfectly. They just tried to do way too much. Like, 3 major villains like that, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
And, like, it's... So, James Franco, like, he should have been a star for this movie. Like, this was this was a huge role for him. And then the movie just was terrible. And he just kind of, like, got real... Like, he just got associated with such a bad movie that, like, yeah, he could have been way up here. But now he's, like, you know, middle ground now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good movie, though. Like...
Not a good movie.
No, not a good movie, but it's I put it in the meh.
You know, but the two other Spider-Man ones with Andrew Garfield, those are both terrible.
Those are bad.
Those are bad.
Yeah.
Those are real bad, and you can't even watch them. That's how bad they are.
It's got the best Stan Lee cameo, though.
That is true.
Stan Lee?
Stan Lee.
He's fighting Killer Croc, but he's in the library, and all the destruction's going on behind him. Or is it Croc?
Yeah,
Lizard.
Lizard.
Killer Croc is a Batman villain.
Yeah, they're one and the same. Like,
they're very similar, yes.
Okay, well, what's next?
Okay, a good movie. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. You know, J.R. Tolkien's novels made into movies. I'm not a big fan of the Hobbit ones. 3 movies, 1 book. I don't know. They shouldn't have done that. But the Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, Return of the King, all excellent. I enjoy them all. You know, you got Orlando Bloom, Viggo Mortensen, who's the wizard? What's his name?
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen. The other wizard.
Hugo Weaving.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, yeah. Those are great movies. Always, I can sit down on a weekend and watch those 3 movies.
All right, my question for you about these 3 movies. Rank them best to worst. Favorite to least favorite, I guess.
Favorite to least favorite?
Yeah.
You know, I think my favorite one is actually the 2 Towers.
I think it's a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, and then Return of the King, and then Fellowship of the Ring.
That's just the right way to do it.
Were you gonna?
You just left me hanging, but it's fine.
I wasn't totally sure.
Anyway, that's just the correct answer.
Yeah.
Now, do you do the extended most of when you watch them through, or do you do theatrical mostly?
I only have the extended version for The Hobbit. I don't have the extended version for The Lord of the Rings yet. So. So I've seen the extended version for them, but when I watch it, I only watch the regular version.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good solid one. I enjoyed Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's a really impressive trilogy of movies, especially for when it came out.
Yeah.
Good costumes. They didn't do CGI. They see that was the problem with Star Wars.
Yep.
The new ones, you mean?
Yeah, with the prequels.
Or this, yeah.
Everything was CGI.
Just
Whereas
everything.
Lord of the Rings did real costumes for the most part.
Yep.
Yeah.
They didn't do CGI.
They had smarter CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got next?
1 minute. Let me check my list.
He's got to consult. I will say he prepared. So
That's better than Logan and I do most times. What do you got?
The Hurt Locker.
Oh,
that one.
Man.
That one's a great one. I think it won Best Picture.
Absolutely.
Or Best Director, Best Picture.
Best Picture.
That's an excellent one with Jeremy
Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. That is an inspiring tale right there. I can't remember. Is it based on a true story or not?
It is.
It is. Yeah. So, defusing those IEDs in Iraq. Scary stuff. But
that's an intense movie, man.
It is.
It's hard to watch sometimes. It gets spooky.
It does.
But it's very good.
It's an excellent movie. They did a great job filming it. Very realistic. You can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel the tremor, the fear.
Yep.
And
hey, not every movie can pull it off, so
that's true.
It's worth acknowledging when you can.
It's a good, solid movie. Like, very good. I haven't seen it in years, but it's good. You got Anthony Mackie in there too.
Yeah.
Evangeline Lilly.
It's like the Avengers before they were the Avengers.
Yep. That was before he was Hawkeye.
Avengers.
It was. Well, yeah, because
Hawkeye and Birdman,
Falcon. You got Wasp. You got Wasp too.
Wait, who? Wasp.
Evangeline Lilly.
Oh, she's the counselor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't know. I didn't see that connection. Or I didn't notice it.
That's the B cast of the Avengers.
Yeah, that's what comes with a superhero mind focus.
Wait, was she in Endgame?
Yes.
Yep.
Or not Endgame?
Yes,
Yeah.
She is.
That's the last.
She is. She holds the gauntlet for all of a couple seconds. She flies with it.
Oh.
She's stuck. She gets zapped. Remember?
She gets dusted.
Oh.
Then she comes back for the big fight at the end.
Yeah.
You know what? While we're on the topic, we're superhero fans, Logan and I. What are your thoughts on Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame?
Yeah.
Great movies. They're
I
made
appreciate
very
that.
well.
Thank you for saying that.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching them. Still enjoy watching them. They ended that series well. They could have failed with that last movie, but they hit it out of the park, I think. So.
Yep. What's another one you got on your list there?
So I just put down Star Wars.
Now, when you say Star Wars, which ones exactly are you referring to?
I'm referring to specifically the 3 old ones.
The Tridge.
The originals, yes.
Courage.
New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Those ones are where it's at. They're excellent movies. And, yeah, they really... George Lucas, I don't know how he dreamt that up, but he dreamt up a good one.
Oh, yeah. Those movies are just impressive to watch today, and to know that they came out like 40-some years ago.
Yeah. Although they have been slightly touched up.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
And truthfully, those parts that have been added with like extra CG and stuff, those are like the worst parts of that movie. Those movies.
Yeah.
Right? Like on Tatooine when you're watching like dinosaurs walk around. That's like the most off-putting part of that movie, right? But like seeing like the old lightsaber effects, that's really impressive. Like that looked pretty good for today. And that's saying something.
It is saying something. Now, rank the original trilogy. Best to worst.
Well, people say that Return of the Jedi is the worst, but I really like the first battle scene when they're out in the Tatooine desert.
Yeah.
And they're fighting on those
The Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, by the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
That is, I love that. That's probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire trilogy. But I don't know. Some people don't like Return of the Jedi as much. I do. I'd rank it top number 1.
Ooh.
And then, probably Empire Strikes Back, and then A New Hope.
Fair enough.
Empire Strikes Back, the first scene as well on Hoth with the AT-4Ts.
AT-ATs.
AT-ATs. That was a great scene. Great battle. Even though they lost, they evacuated. And then A New Hope, that's a good one too.
Yep.
Very good. Destroying the first Death Star. Grand Moff Tarkin dying, then bringing him back to life, and then in the new ones, a little creepy, but they did it.
Yep.
It was a little creepy.
Now,
okay.
Anything else to tell us, sir?
What's on the list?
Okay. So I also have The Big Short.
Oh man,
I love that movie. I've watched that several times.
Another
as well.
Brad Pitt inclusion.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
He looks pretty funny in this one, though.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell's pretty funny in it.
What was it?
Ryan
Gosling's in it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one who sells the.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
The housing shares.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the guy that messes up.
The subprime bonds, whatever it is. I don't totally understand all the financial aspects of that movie, but it was excellent.
But all things considered, like I talked about this with Moneyball, but that story is really complicated to tell.
Yeah.
But the way they go about it really helps, like, dumb it down without making you feel like an idiot. And that's impressive.
They give good explanations of how it went down.
Yeah, and why it went down too, and like what should have been done to stop everyone from losing money, but just never happened. It's an interesting story, and yeah, well made. Do you know that the guy that directed that is the guy that directed Anchorman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like that's how far he's come.
He produced the other guys
all
too.
of the Anchormans, or
Yeah, both of them. So yeah, that director's got range.
Anchorman. Now there's a funny movie right there.
That is true.
Both of them. The fight scenes are the most funny, and Brick always pulls out something ridiculous. Brick, where'd you get that grenade?
I don't know. The second one, not as good though.
Still funny though.
They're calling it like drone strikes and everything. It's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's funny when they give them when they're doing they have the graveyard shift. They're in the middle of the night, but then they have the car chase scene.
Yeah.
The best views.
Yeah. That changes news forever.
Yeah. What else you got?
What's
Describe it.
when Packer from The Office, what's his or Champ or
Yeah.
Champ, yeah, the sports guy from Anchorman. He opens that chicken restaurant, but he only serves bats.
The chicken of the cave.
Chicken of the cave.
Yeah,
Very
I forgot
realistic
about
to
that.
what happened today and this year. Chicken of the cave.
He's the one that started the coronavirus.
Yeah,
He
it was
did.
him.
Yeah.
Cancel Champ.
We should. He didn't know anything about sports either.
If Champ was like a real person today, he'd totally get canceled.
100%. Okay, what?
Okay, another one. I enjoy this movie. Connor showed it to me first. Baby Driver.
Oh, absolutely.
Ah, yes.
That is a great one.
Man, you
a
got
Miles Teller lookalike. I don't know what's his name.
Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the first time we watched that movie, you got so stressed out. I remember at the
Stressing.
end, you were like stress snapping.
Oh yeah.
And
He
you were like pacing in
trying
the
to
room.
get away.
He does that with tons of movies. It's so I gotta tell this story because it's hilarious, and I think people just need to know. So Gator, like, he loves movies, but like he gets into them. Where
Very invested.
Like very invested. And so we're watching Into the Spider-Verse, And there's the scene where like Miles is sneaking around his uncle's place or whatever, but Prowler shows up.
Yeah.
And it's all like scary, and Gator's like standing up, snapping like, "Don't go in there!" He's like doing all these noises and stuff, and like this scene is done really well. They give that super low like bass tone, and it like hits you in the right spot or like, and like he gets so animated, and it's amazing to just watch Gator watch movies. Yeah, yeah, it's awesome.
You know, Into the Spider-Verse. That's a great movie too.
That it is.
I wouldn't put it in my top 10, but it's definitely up there.
Honorable mention, you know.
Yeah, honorable mention.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Fantastic. However they've made that movie, CGI, animation.
Yeah.
The way it looks, fantastic.
That it does.
So yeah, Baby Driver again, big movie.
It is. Lots of good scenes in it.
Good driving.
John Hamm,
exciting. Yeah.
Rapist Kevin Spacey.
Well, he doesn't rape anyone in the movie.
Well, no, but you know, that we know of.
Okay.
I've seen the movie enough times. I know he didn't rape anyone in the movie.
What is it a bad one?
What?
What do you got next?
Okay, Saving Private Ryan. Classic war movie, invasion of Normandy, then trying to find Private Ryan, because all his brothers are dead, tragically.
Yeah.
But that is a fantastic movie.
It's a gruesome movie.
It is. It's hard to watch, and it's a bit sad near the end.
We've watched a lot of war movies together, and there's a lot of variety in them, and I mean like some of them are just like action flicks, but some of them like really make it feel gross, like the war, and like the opening beach scene in Saving Private Ryan. That's hard to watch, man. With just you watch all the bodies fall. That's so rough, especially the first time you watch it. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like
this is like what actually happened. Now it's a dramatization of it, but to know that like that's what went down. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine being one of those soldiers, and like surviving that, and you know having to like live with that later. That would be so hard. Yeah, like really well made movie, because there's very few war movies that hit you that hard.
Yep. That's a good one. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it tracks them all the way from the beach and then inland, trying to find them.
Yeah.
And then you learn more about each person along the way. And Tom Hanks, great actor, did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
What's next?
So another great movie. That's another hard one to watch. You know, Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson. Very difficult, very sad movie, but it was a top-notch performance.
That it was.
And top-notch acting from everyone.
Especially Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he kind of
like he doesn't do very much, you know, high quality acting these days.
No.
In like the Taken movies or all these like B-list action movies.
A Walk Among the Tombstones.
Yeah. Like, but watching that movie and like seeing the same guy pull off that kind of performance, that's really cool. And the way that they do like the black and white but flashes of color,
yeah,
that's really well done as well. The red dress. No, I see it's hitting you. Yeah. Did you cry during that one as well?
We watched it in history class, actually.
Oh.
That's a bold movie to show in high school.
And it took like 4 classes to watch because it's so long.
Yeah, it is very long.
So
wait, did you have to get a permission slip signed for that or something? That's a pretty like intense movie.
Yeah, I was in grade 11 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a very intense movie.
Schindler's List actually inspired my username for my Facebook review page.
Yeah.
So I'm Shinman's List.
It is.
I mean, yeah.
What else?
Maybe a bit darker than what I maybe want to be promoting.
Yeah, maybe, but whatever.
You know, a classic one, a real mind number.
Okay.
You know, Inception.
There you go.
I saw it, or at least I dreamt I did.
Oh, get him!
Now,
Thank you, Michael
this
Scott.
may impress you. Logan has a hot take on Inception.
Oh, really?
I don't like it very much.
Oh, you don't?
I watched it twice now because I tried watching it a second time to see like maybe I missed the point of it. I just do like it. I enjoy the action. I think it's super unique. I just think the ending is really dumb.
Oh, it is unique, that's for sure. No, I don't
Yeah.
think. Really, the only thing I can think that even compares is Interstellar, but that's different. That's time travel. And
Yeah.
I didn't get that one that much. I had to watch it a couple times too, but
Yeah.
I'm not as much of a fan of that one. But you know, Inception.
Good movie.
It is a good movie.
At least of the opinion of two of us.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Just to clarify, I just did not like it that much.
Yeah.
I can understand why it's really good. I just think that his wife being like the be all end all to the story is kind of lame. That's all I'm saying. It's a time heist, and they don't really steal anything, and whatever. It's a dream heist, and it's just like at the end, it's just like love wins, and it's just really like.
We can talk about this later if you want, but if you were wondering, you did miss the point because his wife was the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after. I
Yes.
guess. We'll probably do that on a podcast sometime. Connor explains movies.
Yeah.
What was this movie about?
Okay, give us a bad one.
Give us a
I
movie.
think those are all the good
give-
ones.
Let us trash a movie.
Give us a bad movie that you don't like,
Like
or a good movie that you don't like.
Yeah, give us a hot take.
You know, I'm not much of a movie critic. I liked most movies, surprisingly enough. I even
Except
if they're-
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, I didn't like that one, or any Fast and Furious after 7.
What, you didn't like?
Okay, here's a question: when you think bad movies, what pops in your head?
You know, I always think about Spider-Man 3.
It's not a bad thing to think about, I guess.
What bad movies have I seen?
You've definitely seen some.
I've seen some bad movies, but
We watched The Outpost a little while
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
That one wasn't that
Didn't
great.
you hate that?
yeah, that was, I didn't get that. That wasn't nearly as good as, say, The Hurt Locker or Lone Survivor or any of those other Middle East ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lone Survivor is also really good.
Yeah, that's a high point.
I can think of a movie right now that you love that you haven't said yet.
Which one is that?
American Sniper.
Oh,
You don't ever shut up about the movie.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's a
Excellent.
great actor.
Yeah,
man.
is.
fantastic. He's got good range.
He can do it all. He can do it all.
That he can.
You know what? I'm just gonna ask you. What do you think about, like, have you seen the Bad Boys trilogy of movies, or at least
No.
any of them?
I haven't seen any of those.
That's sad.
Sorry.
You should watch them.
Oh, you know what movie I don't like? Aquaman.
Okay. There you go. What did you not like about it? Like, why is it?
It was just,
Cheesy.
yeah, and it was all over the place. It didn't really tell, or it was hard to follow. They were trying to do too much, I thought, and it sucked. So
I want to ask you, have you seen Wonder Woman yet? The newest one?
no,
No,
but I've heard it's or people have been roasting it on Facebook. I've seen. So
Oh yeah.
have you seen it yet?
Oh yeah.
course
we
I've
we
seen
saw
it.
it
Oh, yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
Day.
Is
Yeah.
it good?
We think it's good.
Hey, we think it's good, but
Not
Was it the-
fantastic, but
Was it the
good.
same director?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Patty
okay.
Jenkins.
Okay, well, another bad movie, and this isn't the long cut, but Batman vs Superman. I tried to watch it.
Okay, you
not
watched.
not the extended cut.
Yeah, you tried to watch the
director's cut.
theatrical. You tried to watch
And
the theatrical.
I didn't
cut.
really. I didn't get it. I thought, why'd they make this movie? They didn't need to make this.
I'm gonna hear about this. Wyatt's sitting in chat right now, just like going like this, because he hates Batman v Superman.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
No, you have to watch the Ultimate Edition.
I don't know if I could suffer through that 3 hours.
Listen, even if you don't think that it's great by the end of the extended edition, you'll definitely think that it's better.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
okay.
some people have turned full 180 on that movie.
Really?
That was me. I hated the theatrical cut, and then I watched it with him, the extended one, and I was like, "Oh, I get it now."
I don't know.
We'll get there one day. You don't have to do it.
You don't have to, yeah, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay, well, I can think of another bad movie based on the screen. You got
Yeah.
Transformers. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of bad Transformers movies.
Is there any good ones?
I like the first one. I think most people do.
The first one's okay, actually.
Yeah.
I liked. Which one was the second one?
Revenge of the Fallen.
Revenge.
That's where they go to Egypt. And
Oh yeah,
the
I like that
pyramids.
one too. I didn't have a problem with that one.
They revive Optimus
Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
I thought that could be realistic, but then after that, what was the third one? It was. What was the third one?
Dark
Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Where
Yeah.
they blew up Chicago.
They blew-
Yeah.
Well,
and
and
then
there was the whole. It was like a joke about like the moon landing was fake and everything.
No, it was real, but they found a Transformers ship on the moon, and that's why
Right.
they went to the moon.
Right.
Not because they want to beat Russia.
yeah. So then
And then
and then now every Transformer since then, with Mark Wahlberg.
yeah. Listen, the fourth Transformers is by far the worst movie.
Which
Like,
one is that one again? Was that the one
Age
where?
of Extinction.
That's where they go to like
Oh.
China
Yeah,
Age of
yeah,
Extinction. That's where the Grimlock comes in the Dinobots.
yeah,
at the very end of the movie.
And then Mark Wahlberg defeats the villain with a football.
yeah,
Yeah.
And a Bud Light. There's so much Bud Light product placement in that movie. It's actually ridiculous. Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Bud Water.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, Transformers, trash.
It
Don't
is-
even bother. I don't know who watches these. Who watches these
I mean,
movies?
I went back and watched all 5 of them.
You didn't go to
and-
theaters though, did you?
I think
I've
I've
seen
watched,
them all in
I
theaters.
think I watched all of them in theaters as well.
I saw them all one time each in theaters.
Yeah, I think I did. So, I saw, what is it? What's the last night? Dark in
The Last Night.
The Last Night. I saw that one in theaters opening day. Like at a matinee show in the summer where it should have been packed with kids and families. It was me and my friend Daniel, who's probably in chat. We're the only ones there. Only ones there on opening day.
Bumblebee. Didn't we see that one?
Yeah, we did. That was your Christmas present that year.
Yeah.
We went to the
Landmark.
Landmark, yeah.
Yeah.
Bumblebee's good.
Way better than the
Way
other
better
one.
than the rest of them.
It didn't have to do that much to beat the other
Yeah.
ones.
That's fair. Wait, you don't like Haley Steinfeld?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Hot takes.
Yeah, Bumblebee's a fine movie.
Yeah.
Bumblebee is a fine movie.
Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stan the Tucci. That's true. Stanley Tucci. He makes those movies.
I thought Michael Bay makes them.
No, but like he makes them as in like his character like makes them funny and stuff. Michael Bay does
Oh.
directs them.
Yeah.
It's mostly just Hasbro being like, hey, we want to sell more toys. So
That's
like,
understandable.
Also,
That's-
they made a ton of money.
That's basically selling
billions.
more toys was basically how the prequels for Star Wars started.
Yeah.
You know what, Scott Poirier? I do love Transformers. You know what? I'll admit it. They're bad, but I'll watch them.
Did you say that they're good and then immediately say that they're bad?
No. I said like they're okay, they're good, but they're mostly bad. But I watch them.
Okay.
The fourth one is just definitively trash though. Like it is the worst movie like ever. Like I'm not kidding. It's hot garbage. The fifth one, it's okay. They make a good tie-in back to the Witwicky stuff. I don't know. And we'll do a Transformers in review sometime. Not today. This is Gator's show today. What do you got next?
For bad movies.
Yeah. What do you just?
Um,
We've been very positive.
We need some more
You know-
negativity here.
one dumb comedy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. A bad movie. With it is the one with Liam Neeson, the action one where he's on the train. Which one is that?
That-
Nonstop.
Or
Or
isn't
Nonstop
that
was on a
Taken?
plane.
oh, okay, no.
The Commuter was
The
on the train.
Commuter.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was terrible.
Yeah, both of those are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also A Walk Among the Tombstones. That one was
Yeah.
pretty bad too.
That one is bad.
I watched all 3 of them in April, I think.
That must have been a hard month for you.
What do you think of the Taken? Have you watched this Taken series?
I own Taken 1 and 2. I don't mind those ones.
Nice.
I haven't seen the third one, but I don't really want to.
The third one's way worse.
It's bad.
The first one, I like the first one, to be fair.
The first one's it's a unique like take.
It is.
But then it just kind of gets ridiculous, and then it's like Taken 5. They took my pencil, and then it's like that's what they're gonna get to, you know?
You know, Liam Neeson's like 70 years old, and they keep asking him to do the same movies that he did like 20 years ago.
What?
I don't know why. Why do they do that?
You know what? Just wait. While we got Gator, what's your opinion on Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Well, to be fair,
Just like as an actor, you know.
I'm not a big Mission Impossible fan.
Okay.
What else has he done?
Top
The Mummy?
Gun, The Mummy.
Okay, I haven't seen Top Gun or
Edge of
The
Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat, as it's known in some places.
That one where he keeps dying and coming back.
Yeah. I've seen that one.
With Emily Blunt.
I don't mind. I like that one. It's.
I think a lot of people that don't like Tom Cruise really like that movie because they just got to watch him
Die all the time.
over and over again.
What else is Tom?
He did Risky Business. Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money.
Yeah.
Or You Had Me at Hello.
What about Nicolas Cage? You know what? Let's get right into it.
Nicolas
Cage. You know what?
Nicolas Cage is a fantastic actor. National Treasures. That's a Disney classic.
Those are both Disney classics.
National Treasure movies are National Treasures.
What are there? 3 or
two?
Two.
They're making a third one. It's in production right now.
They should stop producing them. They should just end it at 2.
Nah, I need.
Which one is it where they're in the Arctic? Is that or
That's the
Antarctica?
beginning of the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because then there's the old the gunpowder.
Yeah.
And then it explodes, and they somehow survive.
Yeah.
They didn't have to be realistic, I suppose.
The goat. That is correct. Nicolas Cage is the goat.
Yep.
You seen Gone in 60 Seconds? It's an older Nicolas Cage movie, but you would really like it. They steal cars in 60 seconds and they like strip them down and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh.
We watched.
Chop.
Yeah, we watched that in like grade 8 science or something. I don't know why. There was one scene in it that was like chemistry related or something, and then we watched the whole movie.
Your teacher just wanted to break. That's really
100%, absolutely, whatever. I watched 4 movies in my American history class. Like that's.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Actually,
and if you had looked over to your teacher's test, they were probably marking exams. They're like,
probably.
Thank goodness I finally have time to do this.
Absolutely, yeah, dude. You got anything else? You know what?
End us off with a bang. What's one really good movie?
Yeah, give us the highest note.
one really good movie.
Yeah. And you are allowed to say Palm Springs.
I don't know if that's the best one.
You could say Hot Rod.
Oh yeah.
A good movie. I think it's Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Not Django Unchained. That one's good, but The Hateful Eight. That one is a great one. Is that Quentin Tarantino?
Yep.
Yeah.
I enjoy that one.
Sam Jackson.
Yeah. And then
Kurt
Channing
Russell.
Tatum is in it too.
Actually, no, I haven't seen The Hateful Eight yet, so
It's a classic whodunit, man.
It is.
I gotta watch it then.
Yep.
They make a good joke about Mexicans in it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and I'm canceled.
Yeah.
Channel strike. Just gonna bleep over that part. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna start worse if you say there's a good joke about boop. That's almost worse.
No, because they don't know. They don't know what was said. Actually, that's a lot of work to find.
Then they can infer
the
it.
Sound. So I'm good.
Well, thank you for sharing your favorites and your least favorites with us, Gator.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And thank you for watching or listening or both. We've been the Movie Cast, and Logan has some final messages for us.
Yeah. So again, already said it all. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, follow both on YouTube and on Twitch here. I stream video games sometimes, and I like to think that I'm funny.
It might be a little more than sometimes.
I haven't streamed in a week.
Oh, you're
Because
falling behind, man.
I know. I stream more movie casts than I do games most of the time. Anyway, besides the point. I do that, so if you want more of that, hit the follow button on Twitch. That would be really helpful. We're like so extremely close to the affiliate mark on Twitch. We're like, we might have actually gotten it with this stream. We might have, because we've had like 4 viewers like the whole time.
Yeah.
So, shout outs to that. Thank you for that. Hopefully we got it. And we're on Spotify. So make sure you give us a follow on the MediaCast if you catch your podcast there. Trying to get it on other platforms, but they're being dumb. So, and not cooperating. But you can always find us on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yep.
So, and go give Mr. Shinman a follow on Facebook.com/Shinman's List.
Yes.
There you go.
Thanks for watching. See you later.
Bye, everybody.